Yo, so quickly before we get into the video, I've decided to go full time into the VeVe and Ecomi community, which means I'll have more time to research, drop more quality videos, and just get a lot more content out for you all. But by dropping some of my other projects that I'm working on, I am going to take a hit on the income side, which is why I've added my Patreon, as well as some other helpful links that will also help out the channel down below in the description. I've also created a new group for Ecomi and VeVe investors where you'll be able to get some of my insights and some of the moves that I'm making on the VeVe app and things like that. So I definitely appreciate anybody who wants to help out the channel and support in those ways. You don't have to at all. I definitely love and appreciate every single one of you all, regardless of if you help out. But if you do, thank you so much. The links are down below. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another VeVe and Ecomi video. And this one, we are going to be checking out some technical analysis, but the guy doing the technical analysis is actually going to break down why Omi is actually being focused without it directly being focused. And that's a part of the VeVe that a lot of people actually sleeps on. A lot of token holders, they're not used to a token actually being useful. They're used to a token coming with a bunch of promises that may or may not ever happen. But the thing is, when you actually have a product, in order to increase the token, when you boost that product and make that product better, as a byproduct, the token boosts. So people aren't used to that and that type of functionality in crypto, because obviously most of these projects is just, oh, I'm gonna promise you this. They're like, oh, they promised us that. Let's invest more money. And then these tokens explode because of a promise, like Dogecoin. I promise it's gonna go to the moon. And then it's just, the token just explodes. It's like, VeVe actually has reasons for the things that it does. And a lot of people who are new to crypto don't really understand this. So hearing this guy talk about some of this stuff, I think it's going to really put it into perspective. And be sure to check out his channel as always, and be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, let's jump into it. I think this is a very good video.
Welcome back to the channel. Many people have been asking what's currently happening with price action, and of course, will price hit 1 cent by the end of the month? In this video, I'm going to reveal all. With that being said,
I don't think that it's going to hit 1 cent this month. I think that it's going to hit 1 cent next month. I don't do technical analysis. Obviously, I do. My analysis is fundamental. So basically, I don't see them switching us over to immutable. Everybody swapping tokens. All this stuff happening within this month. We have like what, like maybe 9-10 days left. Yeah, it's not. I don't see that happening this month. But I feel like by next month we'll be on immutable. Things will like probably mid to late next month, and then after we're on immutable, I don't know how soon after we're gonna hit OpenSea, but I'm just assuming, like, honestly within the next 1 to 2 months actually. Now that I think about it, so by December, I feel like we'll be past all-time highs, potentially going up towards the 5 cent mark, like depending on how quickly we get over to immutable, or how quickly we get over to OpenSea. So yeah, that's going to be that's my thoughts on it.
you like, comment, and subscribe, and as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date on all my recent videos. Remember guys, nothing that you've seen in this video is financially advised, so always make sure to do your own informed research. Pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group, because that's where you'll be able to stay up to date on all our latest updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. And don't forget, we've released our end of year Omi price prediction, exclusively available in Crypto Crew Premium. Click the link in my description and join that now. Now, let's talk about where price currently is, right? And we're going to have a wider look at the charts, just to give you guys a more bird's eye view perspective, right? So let's go back to our, of course, our infamous chart that we always have a look at when we do these updates. I'll just make this larger for you guys. Like I said, we're trapped between these fib levels, right? And almost perfectly as well, right? We reject the 38.2 to the T. We double top at that area. Price goes all the way down. We go back to the 50% fib. We break through, and it looks like we found a new range between 61.8 and the 38.2. But really and truly, we are in no man's land. And I'll just zoom out. And those of you that watch my videos quite a bit, you should know what this is, right? No man's land is typically where we never want to trade. We never want to place trades within this level. And it's a level is basically in between a support and resistance line. So it's neither at a support, or it's neither at a resistance, it's neither bullish nor is it bearish. It is in no man's land. It means anything can happen. Now, what's different with this project is how early we all are, right?
Yeah, so I mean, the token is doing some crazy things right now, and that's why I stopped doing as many prediction videos and stuff like that, because it's been this way for a while. Anything can definitely happen at these ranges, and we're not going to see the stability. Like the thing, I don't go based off of the crypto mindset and trader mindset and things like that. I'm going based off of like token utility and things like that. That's guaranteed to 100% hold the token to us to certain values. So that's how I base my investment. The fact that VeVe has this stability with their token, thanks to all the utilities that they're going to be adding, this is what one of the biggest selling points that made me invest to begin with, because this is that's the aspect that makes it bear market proof, or as bear market proof as you're going to get. Because when you have a ton of people who staking their Omi, and a ton of people who will continue to stake their Omi even through a bear market because they don't know anything about a bear market, they're just trying to get collectibles on VeVe, that's going to be a very powerful thing. And what people are sleeping on when it comes down to what VeVe is able to do during a bear market, this is a random topic, by the way, but what VeVe could do tactically during a bear market is make, like, once they have Omi exclusives out and stuff like that, when you have to buy Omi and things like that, during a bear market, they could literally just drop a bunch of fire drops Omi only, boost the token. It's going to boost awareness of the token, because everything else in the bear market is going to be going on a downtrend. But if they start dropping a bunch of Omi related stuff, then Omi is going to be going up while everything else in the market is going down. So that's even more free advertisement for the Omi token. But listen, I'm pretty sure all that type of stuff is coming down the line, but this is stuff that people don't think about in the short term, but it's going to be massive in the long term. And yeah, they're putting themselves in position nicely to do this stuff. So yeah.
Right? We're all very, very early on this project. And some of you, in fact, I'm going to address some of the comments that some people made, in regards to the team not focusing on Omi holders. And I'm going to explain to you how actually indirectly they are, right? But first, let's talk about price action. So as we are trapped within this range, we have to ask ourselves, okay, right, what do we do now? What do I personally do now as a trader, as an investor, as a veteran in the space, especially with technical analysis? What do I do? Day trades, I wouldn't place any day trades on this. Why? Because we're in no man's land, right? I'd have to wait for price to drop back down to 61.8 to make a move, or, well, that's all I would be waiting for, at least close to that level. Of course, if I didn't own, and this is the caveat, if I didn't own any Omi, I say this all the time, I would be buying. Why? Because this is still dirt cheap. Many people that believe in this project bought at all-time highs, right?
I wasn't directly at all-time highs. I was close. I bought at like 9. I think like 0.009. I was around there when I first bought in. But then I dollar cost averaged down all the way down. So yeah, your boy's crazy in profits, buddy.
Anywhere below the 1 cent area at the moment is still a beautiful entry, right? In the grand scheme of things. Right. And as you guys can see quite clearly, we're trending to the upside as I predicted, right? So at the moment, if I've already got my bag full, I'm sitting on my hands and maybe paying close attention to price movement and price action. Now, when we go back to look at the percentage returns, as you can see, we're down 3.5% for the day. The last few days, we've been down, last 7 days, down 8.7%. Last 30 days, 16.2%. As you guys can see, overall, we're in profit, but we are seeing a slight pullback at the moment. What could change? We know that there isn't any real fundamental data that will change anything at the moment. I mean, even if they do announce a new exchange, partnership, which they did the other day, or they announce some kind of, I don't know, a new drop, we know that that's not going to have a significant impact on price.
I mean, fundamental as far as what, like, it's a lot of catalysts right now that could literally blow this thing up. There's new exchanges, literally, you said that. There's new exchanges. If they announce a new exchange, people are going to FOMO in immediately into the token. If they announce, like, once immutable is done, once they announce the MTL is done, people are going to FOMO into the token. Once they announce Omi to NFT, like there's quite a few announcements that they can drop that's going to boost the token instantly. But yeah, because people are going to buy the rumor, sell the news. Then once this stuff is like once they say the MTL is done, people are going to boost, like the traders are going to go straight into the token. Then as soon as the MTL drops, they're going to cash out, obviously. And yeah, I mean, it's just the same repeating cycle over and over again. So I think that there's a lot that could actually boost the price of this. And that's why I think it's very early on for technical analysis. I mean, obviously, people who are really good at it can do a decent job doing technical analysis, but I feel like there's so many variables that we have never seen before. There's never been a token moving like Omi. There's never been a token doing what this is doing with this tokenomics. And there's so many different variables that we have never seen before, so we can't take them into consideration when it's coming down to technical analysis and doing chart work and stuff like that, in my opinion. So, I mean, but yeah, I still enjoy watching some of the videos. They do seem informative.
And we know this by back testing and looking back. These things do not have a significant impact on price.
Yeah, see, and that's what I mean. You can't backtest stuff that's never happened before. A lot of these events that's coming that is going to boost the price of Omi, they've never happened before. So we can't look back and see what they actually do to the price because we've never introduced the MTL for the first time before. We've never introduced Omi to NFT for the first time before. Like we've never done a lot of this stuff. So yeah, like this is what I mean as far as it's a lot of information you're like you can't include. So I feel like these videos are going to get a hell of a lot better after we get over to immutable, after we get past all these huge basically turning points for the token, in my opinion. I see a lot better videos coming when it comes down to the technical analysis aspect. We're finally getting there to where this is going to be super valuable in the community.
But one thing that does is, of course, exchange listings, important ones at least. Or, yeah, exchange listings is the main thing. Now, we know there won't be any new exchange listings until, of course, that full immutable X transition, which hopefully should be happening very, very soon. I mean, it's currently in the process, right? So we know that no real fundamental data will move the market at the moment. And I know some of you may be thinking, Omi burn. Well, we know from back testing that yet doesn't have any real significant impact on price either. But I'm still expecting a parabolic rally. And that leads on to my point. Those of you that have made it to this video, made it through this point in the video, I'm going to tell you whether Omi can hit 1 cent or not. Yes, Omi, I do believe, will hit 1 cent either before the end of the month or during the first 2 weeks of November, right? Now you're probably wondering, well, sounds good, but why? Number one, I'm expecting the overall market to increase significantly in value. The overall market cap of the cryptocurrency space, I'm expecting to, grow and tremendously within the next few weeks. I'm also expecting most of the push to be, pushed by institutional players. I'm also expecting a lot of people that are now flooding into the ecosystem to start buying up coins before the end of the year. And this is, of course, just to position themselves, for next year. Not only that, it'll be FOMO, right? People are going to want to chase the growth. They're going to want to chase the moves, which will also increase Omi's price.
It's crazy how you see these technical analysis guys and they'll like what they're doing is clearly working for them. But I'll have a completely different approach, but we get to the exact same place just in different ways. Because like he literally just said he feels the token is going to move at that point, and I feel like it's going to move at that point as well. So it is interesting to see how it often how both works, and you can understand how somebody who can do both of those, which is have an extreme advantage in the space when it comes down to trading. Because yeah, I mean, you got the best of both worlds.
And as you can see, in real time, Omi is going to the upside, right? So let's see, 1 cent either before the end of the month or first 2 weeks of November. I want to say the first week, but I just say This is an imminent thing that's due to happen, which is why I'm saying either before the end of the month, depending on overall cryptocurrency space, and of course first 2 weeks of November. So we got that prediction out the way. But let's talk about Omi. People saying that the Ecomi founders don't care about Omi holders. This isn't true, guys. You have to remember the Omi team or the founder, Dan, all these guys can't directly, say, yes, we need Omi to go up in value. We need Omi to go down, or to start getting upset if Omi, goes down to 1/4%, or get elated if Omi goes beyond a certain price, right? The reason why is because this is unprofessional, right? For actual, people that are, real invested will see that as a cause for concern. As much as a certain side of me would love to see that, but the veteran trading side, investor side, I'm glad they're focused on the project. They're focused on the core fundamentals that will drive long-term growth of this project.
And that's important. This is exactly why I like the traders who can really see that difference, because it is important that you understand this. And he definitely gets it. He definitely gets it that it's a bigger purpose in play here. It's something bigger to focus on here. So yeah, and I think that it's a lot of people who are inexperienced who don't understand. People who just jumped in because of the Dogecoin craze or something. Which, to be fair, I jumped into crypto because of the Dogecoin craze as well. I jumped in heavily, but yeah, I mean, it's just, you just have to do your due diligence and educate yourself a little bit more. But I guess because I invested a little bit more before, I have taken losses and things like that. Like Netflix was a loss for me, which I was in early. I was in on Netflix early, but I got scared and was inexperienced and did something stupid and sold. But yeah, I mean, it's just when you have a little bit more experience, you're a little bit more understanding. And because if you have experience in the business world, you can really see how special of a gem that the Ecomi team is. So it's like a lot of people are coming in. It seems like they have no business experience. They have no crypto experience. They have no stocks experience. It's just 100% a new experience for them altogether. So I'm not sure what people are getting these weird expectations from to begin with, putting it on a team like that. But I mean, I guess
that's what we need to see. We don't need to see founders, getting ecstatic or crying over day-to-day price action. And that's one thing I like about Charles Hoskinson, right? He said he couldn't give a crap about day-to-day price action of Cardano. We want the same mentality with the founders of Omi. We want them focusing on the project. We want to ensure that this Ecomi has strong fundamental data so the project we can hold over the long term. Guys, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, right? Even though, so far it is looking like that, right? But anyway, seriously, we don't want these guys focusing purely on Omi. We want them to focus on the project. If the project wins, so does Omi.
And that's the thing. That's the key thing that people have to realize. Because if they were solely focusing on the token, all these token holders should be very scared that they're about to get scammed. Because that was the direction at one point in time. That was something like an advisor was trying to do at one point in time. But luckily, that's not what the team is doing right now. And when you make an investment, it has to be for the long term. I hate people who come to a project like Omi and they want this fast movement and things like this. Like, why not just go to something that moves fast? Why go to a project that has an excellent reason to be around 10 and 20 years from now, and you want everything right now today? It just makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. This is a long-term investment.
Guys, remember, if the project wins, and this is very important, if Ecomi can start to grab more of a share of the overall cryptocurrency space, the NFT space, do you know what that means? That means Omi will grow. The value will be priced into the market. That's all that's happening here, guys. People are seeing value in the project, so they're voting with their money. They're voting by betting on Omi. And that's what's happening here. And that's why I want to introduce, so for those of you that have made it this far in the video, it shows you want to learn more. You want to take things to the next level. And that's why I'm saying to you guys, invest in you're educated, especially if you want to do this long term.
All right, so I mean, there we have it. This was some of his thoughts and opinions. If you want to check out more of his content, be sure to check out his channel. It's going to be linked down below as always. But as you can see, like this is a mindset. This is a great mindset to have. Like I actually believe that he has something to offer people. So, yeah, those people interested in this program, be sure to check it out. I'm pretty sure that's what he's gonna plug right now. But yeah, it's very important to understand what you're invested in and to have a strong strategy going into an investment, which a lot of people don't seem to have in the Omi community, but it's going to get better. It's going to get better with time. I feel like people are going to become a lot more educated on the topic. With great videos like this explaining it, we definitely need more of this type of technical analysis. And yeah, let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on notifications so you stay updated. And yeah, I'm gonna catch you all on the next one. Peace out, y'all.